Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Hulliyatul Fitriyah and I'm from B class. This is my final project of exploring poetry class. So in this video, I will read a poem with the title Under the Gray Sky, which I wrote by myself. So after I read the poem, I will analyze it. So, without further ado, here is the poem. Under the Gray Sky by Hulliyatul Fitriyah. Beneath the wet sky, the gray and silent sky, everything feels foreign, everything slips away. I sit alone, grieving something unnamed, something that never even dared to greet me. The scent of the rain hangs in the air, like memories knocking without warning. The wind scatters brittle leaves around, stretching the ground like my heart, slowly eroded by silence. I ask myself, to whom will the first raindrop fall? To the lonely leaf, or the earth that has long been untouched? Okay, after I read the poem, I will analyze it. First, the title of the poem, as we know, is Under the Gray Sky, and the type of this poem is free verse lyric poem. Why? Because this poem this poem is told about feelings, and it's also free verse because I didn't use any rhyme or patterns, so the word just flow naturally and freely. The next is the theme. The theme here is lone lines. So I try to describe the feeling when you are lonely. The tone and the mood from this poem is calm. For the tone is calm but full of sadness, and for the mood is cold, melancholic, and reflective. We can feel a kind of emotional numbness where the world feels both peaceful and painful. Next is figurative language. Here I use a figurative language because I want to make the poem sounds like emotional and real. Here there's imagery like gray sky or the scene of rain, so the reader can imagine the scene clearly. I also use personification like the wind scatters brittle leaves around, so which make the wind feel like it has feelings. And I also use symbolism. Here there is rain. Rain here represent as sadness, and the gray sky shows how tired or heavy the speaker feels. And lastly, I use metaphor. Metaphor like my heart slowly eroded by silence. Here means the speaker feels hurt little by little. just from being alone for just from being alone for too long. uh, and the next is structure. There are three stanzas here, but there's no rhyme and rhythm. It's written in free verse, like what I said before, which means there are no strict rules. And I like that because the message feel more honest and real. When I wrote this, I didn't want it to sound like a song or perfect poem, because I just want to let the words come naturally. And the last, here we have message or meaning. The poem says that being alone is not always nice. Sometimes silence feels like heavy and sad. Even people who like being alone may still want someone to care. So this poem shows us how it feels when no one is there, nobody cares about us. Maybe enough from me. That's the end of my presentation. I hope you could feel the emotion behind the poem, and because sometimes silence speaks the loudest. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.